So this is the interface for the pharmacy software. It's similar to the one you have at the hospital. So once you log in, you'll be brought to your workspace. I'm logged in as a super user, so I'm able to see all the different modules of the software, including accounting, buying, selling, stock, assets, manufacturing, project management, and etc. But not everything here will be used by your facility. So what we'll do is we are dealing with a point of sale software. So that's the POS. So normally when you come, we will be using the sidebar here on the left. I hope you can see my screen, please.
Yes, please.
Okay, so you can see my screen. Okay, so we'll be using the sidebar on the left most of the time. And the software for the pharmacy is the POS. It's called POS Awesome. Point of sale software. So once you click on the POS, it will bring you to the workspace. So your workspace is on the right side, and the left side is just your modules, the modules you can access. Okay, so once you come to the workspace here, if you want to enter into the POS, you just click on POS app, the POS Awesome app. That's it here. There are other things you can do here, like we set up a POS profile. I've set up your own already. The profile is just like the company name. The we'll put in the inventory that it will be you'll be using for that session and all that. So that will be here. And then so we have the front end of the software and the back end. So, or I should say the front office and the back office. So when you are working in the POS to sell something, you are working at the front office. So if I click the POS Awesome app here, it will take me to the front office. And this is the front office where you'll be selling. So it's just a simple interface. You don't leave this page to go to another page. All your items that have been added to the system are here on the left. So you just search for an item. Let's say you want a sanitary pad. So let me just say sanitary pad. You see that all the sanitary pads or things that related to sanitary are here, and the quantities are shown. So the quantities in your office or in the shop are shown here. So if somebody wants to buy, let's say, always sanitary pad, you can see the price also and the quantity you have. So once you click on it, it adds it to the right side. The right side is where you are adding items. So I've just added always sanitary pad, and it will add one quantity generally. If the person wants two or three, then you can use the plus or minus sign to increase your quantity or decrease your quantity. If you want to type it to, that's fine. Once you put it in, you can just enter. Maybe the person is buying 5. So once you enter 5, it will put in and it will give you the amount for that particular one here. So let's say there's another thing the person wants to buy, maybe something, I don't know, maybe if there's paracetamol in the stock, we can see the tab here, Zulu something, cyclophenac para tab here. So once it says the rate is 10, that's how much it is, and then you have only 6 in the stock. So once you click on it, it adds it also here, and then you can, maybe the person is buying 2, so you can add the 2, and as you change, you can see that the amount is being added. So once you can click on it to see more features of it, but normally you don't need to click. So if you make a mistake and you click on it, it will just expand the information about the para alone, the one you clicked on. But if you click on it again, it will just come down. So right now we selected 2. Let's say the person doesn't want the para anymore. You can use the delete button here to delete it. Or maybe they don't want the always pad. You can use the delete to delete. So everything you select on the left will come to the right. And actually, the system uses barcodes. If you have the barcode scanner, you can scan as well. If you want to just enter the names and search the item, you can search the item and then you select it. So all your items are here. You just start, once you start typing, it will give you the item that you are looking for. So we've done it. We selected 2 of paracetamol and then always sanitary. We've also selected that. Then what do? We come down here. We have save and clear. If the person is just coming to, maybe sometimes we have this issue where somebody is coming to pay for the items and they say, oh, they are now going to take money from outside, or they are going to get Momo or something. And there's another person in the queue. So you can decide to save what you've done for the first person so that it remains in the system. You can come back to it later. Once you save and clear it, you save it in the system. When you need it again, you can go to load drafts. So it will save it as a draft. Then when you click on load draft, it will load the one that you saved. Because if you save and clear, now you can see another client first, another client, until the person comes back, so that you don't have to re-enter everything they wanted to do. So that's why we use save and clear, and then you can load draft. If the person is not interested again, you can just use cancel. This apply offers is when you are doing promotions or giving discounts and all that. I don't think it applies most of the time to us. But in this case, we have our amount here for the 2 paras is 20, and then the sanitary pad is for the 5. 1 is 25, so for the 5 will be 125. So it will add and give you your total amount here, as you can see here. So all you need to do is just click on pay. Once you click on pay, that's the total thing here. You can see that once I clicked on pay, now the left side has changed. It's giving the amount to pay as, and then the whatever method, the payment method is cash. You just click on submit and print. So the submit and print will submit. Maybe after you clicked on pay, the person says they don't want it again. You can cancel that one. But once you click on submit and pay, that's the final one. So now it will generate the receipt for you to print out. So we will normally customize your receipt to have the name of the pharmacy, Deedor pharmacy, and everything in there. And then you print your receipt. That's it. So once you print, it will just print with your receipt printer as you normally do. So you just click and then it will print. Here, I don't have a printer, so it's trying to save. But that's basically it. And once you are done, it comes back to the interface again. So you can select other things for another customer. In this software, you can see here we have customer and it says walk-in customer. Sometimes, depending on how you work at your place, you can have specific customers that maybe you give them things on credit. So in that case, you can register the customer here so that you can use them and then maybe they can pay later. I remember Dr. Divine was talking about the fact that the hospital may be taking some things on credit from the pharmacy shop. So in that case, what I did was, if I clear here, you can see we have 2. We have the Deedor clinic and then walk-in customer. So if a person is coming to take something on credit from the clinic, then your customer is the clinic. You can select that as your customer so that once you do the payment and everything, maybe if at the end of the month the clinic has to reimburse the hospital, the clinic has to reimburse the pharmacy, they know how much they've taken on credit, then they can reimburse the pharmacy. So that's it. But I don't know whether you are going to use this feature actively or not. I just added it. But most of the time, once you open your POS, it's just on walk-in customer. You don't even need to change it. Okay. So this is the front end. It's just a simple thing. You select your items here, and as you select, it's doing the stock deduction. So I don't remember what we selected, but since I've paid already, the deduction will go. Let's say Now we can see, let's say it will do the deduction for you anyway. I think I didn't highlight it here, but it does the stock deduction as you sell. So that's also done. And then let's go to the back office. So this is the front office. Most of the sales will be done here. At the back office, I just have to, let me log out here. Once I log out, we can see the back office. I don't know where my internet. Okay, so my internet is given. Let me go back to the site. So if you log out, you come to the back. You come back here, which is where we entered. So let me get back here. I want to. So I finished with the front office where you are just doing the sales. Most of the time, it's just the POS, right? So at the back office, you may be dealing with the stock management and all that. It's similar to what I trained the people on at the hospital. So they have all their inventory. You can add items, you can look at the stocks, you can look at the stock balance, the stock ledger. Everything you need to do with stocks is here. There's quite a lot of it is here because this is also a purely accounting software. So it's going to do a ledger and other things for you, your stock balance and everything. So if I go to stock entry, this is where we enter the stocks. You would first of all you have to enter an item. So let me go to item first. So these are some of the items you have. I think I uploaded this from your drag list that you sent to me. So we can just add an item. Normally we'll use, you can see this is a short version of the form. If you want to use the full form, you click here to enter everything. So the item code, the item name, normally we use the same thing for both. So the item code and the item name will be the same. And then the item group, we will select whether it's consumable, cosmetics, drugs, other things that you have. But most of yours were cosmetics and drugs. So you'll be selecting these two mainly. And then the unit of sale. When you see NOS, NOS means numbers. Numbers is the short form for numbers. So for instance, if you are selling para and we are selling it in tablets, then you count them one by one by one. That's numbers. But sometimes you may be selling in boxes or packs or other units, and you can add it. The unit of sales, you add it yourself. Most of them are here like packs, or here, for instance, I don't have strips. I think maybe you may sell in strips, so we can add it. The one with the authority to add can add. If you don't have authority, you can't add. And then it will be managing the inventory as well. When we add items, we add them to a particular warehouse. It's important to note. So we will create different warehouses in the system, which I've already done. We have what I called it was Deedor warehouse or so. So everything goes there unless you want to have a different warehouse for something else. You can create them. You add your opening stock. The valuation rate is just the price at which you are selling the price at which you bought the item, and then the standard selling rate is how much you are going to sell it. So the valuation rate is just the same as the cost price. Okay. And a few other things here that you may not need anyway. Not all things are needed. If you are maintaining stock, you want the thing to calculate the stock, then you ensure that this is ticked. And then you come to the inventory side and then you add other things here. I've done other videos on these things already. So I'll send you those videos as well to have a look at it. I don't want this this training session to be a long one. So you can do stock. Your directors can also look at the accounts. The accounting section is a full accounting software with accounts payable, accounts receivable, financial reports, and everything. So now they can get everything. All the payments I did today have also been added here. So I tried some earlier and then some have been added. So you can have your charts of accounts, and everything here, your ledger, your journal entries and everything. For those with accounting background, you know these things. if there are some items that the government requires you to tax, then we add the tax category and the taxes so that when the cashier selects it, the taxes will be applied already. Those are some of the things you have under the accounting. So your reporting for the accounting, obviously, you have your profit and loss statement, the cash flow statement, and those other things that the accounts do. So the system will be generating all these things for you without you doing that. You can have all your reports immediately, how much you have sold every day, how much you have sold per month, what is left, everything will be there at once. You don't need to worry yourself about it. Okay, so I think I'll leave it like this, and then I'll ask if anybody has any questions so that they can we can iron it out. I don't know if there's any questions from anybody right now. So I'm open for questions. If anybody has any questions, please let me know. Madam Beatrice, do you have a question?
Hello.
Or
Yeah.
yeah, or Mr. Ayariga, anyone has a question for us?
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, please.
Yes.
Mhm.
So I wanted clarification on something.
Yeah, your
Um,
voice is a bit low.
okay, sorry. I wanted clarification on something. I think
Yes, please.
Doc informed us about there'll be a setting for when prescriptions come from them, not if they are buying from us. I don't know if you get it.
I don't understand that question. If prescriptions come from the pharmacy, from
No,
the
from
clinic,
the clinic. Like
uh-huh.
there's another setting for that. You see, you made it in such a way that unless the clinic is coming to buy something from us,
Yeah.
which they do, I don't know if that setting is there as well. What Doc was talking about, because I think he said he wanted to know how much the clinic also generates from the prescription they give the pharmacy.
Hello.
Hello.
Uh-huh. I don't know whether it was me or you. I couldn't hear. You said
Oh,
you the last thing I heard was the clinic prescription to us to the pharmacy.
yes. So I think he made a statement that he wanted to know how much, like, their prescriptions that are being brought to the pharmacy, how much they are generating as well. I don't know if there's a setting for that,
Oh, so
or the
that
setting is just for when they want to buy something from the pharmacy.
for now, what I have is um, the pharmacy software is completely different from the hospital software.
Okay, so
So,
there's no link. Okay.
so right
Okay.
now is when they want to get something from you, then you
Okay.
use the clinic account, the clinic as a customer to give them. I don't know
To
how
give
you are operating right now. How are you operating right now?
right now, there's no documentation of the things they come and buy from us. I think when they want to buy, they just bring the money and buy, and there's no indication for if it's from them or something. We just choose them as any customer.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
that's why I was showing this one. Let me go in there and see. So normally what I thought of, what when he explained to me, what I thought of was this. If just like you said, they just come and take the medications from your end and there's no
Yeah.
record of it. This time around, what I have done is if the nurse comes to your place, or you want, is it the nurses that come and get the thing, or is the patients who
Okay.
come and get the medications at your end?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. The line was breaking. Sorry.
Okay. So I wanted to find out from you which of these. which of them come? Is it the nurses that come and collect the medicines at your end for the patients, or the patients come with their prescription from the clinic to pick the medications up?
The patients come with their prescription, but if the hospital needs something, they come in and they don't have in stock and we have, then they buy from us.
Oh, okay. So when a patient, so what you are trying to track is if a patient comes with a prescription, are you trying to track and find out those that are coming from the hospital with a prescription from the hospital, or you just want to track the the things you are giving to the nurses when the nurses come? Which of them are you tracking, or which of them do you want to track?
I think for now, what the software is saying is what the nurses come and ask from us, not what
Uh-oh.
patients come and buy from the pharmacy.
Ah, aha. So what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say is, which of them are you interested in?
What I think what he was saying is what the patients come and buy with prescriptions.
Oh, okay, so he wants to know that one as well.
Yeah, I think he was mentioning he wants to know how, like, if the prescriptions he has been writing generates much from the pharmacy as well. Like if
Oh,
we
okay,
take the
okay,
working
okay,
customers separate as well,
okay,
yes.
okay. I get you. So in that case, I hope you can see my screen.
Yes, please, I
So in
can.
that case, what we can do is here, these right now I just have two customers, the Deedor Clinic.
Yes.
So you can use the Deedor Clinic as um, you are charging the clinic itself. In case
Yes,
nurses
yes.
come and collect something, then you are billing the clinic itself. Then
Yes.
in that case, we can add a second customer here. Let me see if I can add a
Okay.
second customer, and we will call it maybe clinic patient or the door patient.
Mm,
So in that case, if the patient walks in with a or maybe you can even call it a clinic prescription or the door clinic prescription, whatever name we want to call it. So that if
okay.
a patient walks in with a prescription from the Deedor clinic, fine, they are going to pay for it, but we will know that, okay, for let's say this month in January, these are the number of drugs we sold to patients specifically from the clinic.
The clinic, yes, yes.
Aha. So it means that
Yes.
we will just have to add a third option here.
Option there.
So if they
Okay.
are carrying your hospital prescription, that means you just select that that is from a patient from the clinic.
From the clinic, yes.
Aha. Then this one will rather be for specifically things that the hospital itself came to collect from
Yes,
your
yes,
side.
yes,
Aha. So
yes.
let me just add it once and for all, since we are
Okay.
here. So
Okay.
customer name, I don't know what name do you people think we should use? The door patient, or I'm thinking
Hmm.
about the door patient,
Okay. Okay.
maybe like that. So that one will leave it. Most of the things will be left left like this, but we know it's a patient from the Deedor clinic. So
Okay.
once we have that added, I'll add it under the customer side. I think I need to add a few other information here. I'll do that once. Are you sure you want to close? Continue. Yes, close. Okay, so I'll do that. I needed to select the customer group and other things. So I'll do that, and then it will be one of the options here.
Options there too as well.
Aha.
Okay.
So then when you are generating your report, you can know when you select walk-in customers, then it means that anybody else apart from the clinic patients you dealt with, but then you can have the clinic patients separately and then the clinic itself also separately.
So separated.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay then. I think that one is workable.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Yes, please. Anybody else has any question? I think as for Mr. Ayariga, because he's used to the hospital software already, the back end is simple for him. Maybe it's just the front end, and the front end is all the front office is just this one, nothing else.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so if there are no more questions, I think we can call it a day. I'm recording this, so I'll forward it for you to show it to your colleagues just to have a feel of it. And then I think they've sent all your usernames and passwords too, so you can log in and just have a feel of it as well, and then we'll see from there. By all means, I may have to pass there if there are a few issues, but I just want you people to play around with it first, so that if you have any specific questions, then when I pass by physically, we can iron those ones out.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.